right now are standing on stage with us, people who were arrested on that day. And we actually have someone who's going to speak with us, Chris, who is not able to physically be here because he is one of these examples of the stay-away orders that the district attorney is slapping upon occupiers. And so he is safely and legally right now 300 yards away from this plaza, and he's going to be talking to us via phone. That the stay-away strategy really clearly reveals what the motivation under this targeting is, right? So that any opportunity to file charges becomes a way of keeping Occupy Oaklanders away from our city spaces, away from our own city hall. And that's one of the main things that was challenged by the lawyers today. And NLG is preparing a brief to challenge actually the legality of these stay-away orders. So that's something that we want lots of attention to continue to be on. They raided the vigil and they arrested 11 people on charges ranging from obstructing an officer to inciting a riot and even lynching. And we have a number of people that were arrested on that day here with us. I think there's some more somewhere in the crowd. Yeah. Raise your hands if you were arrested on December 30th and are willing to raise your hands. We want people to see who among us is being targeted, right? These are not terrorists, these are not violent people, these are the members and residents of Oakland, right? So here to speak about that day of December 30th is Tiffany Tran, who originally was charged with the crime of lynching. Hey guys.
So yeah, I was arrested on the 30th, 11 people. I was kept in custody for 5 days. We stayed the New Year's in Santa Rita jail, thanks to the cops there. When we were arrested, a handful of us were thrown into one of the paddy wagons, and we were handcuffed in that van for 6+ hours after they had driven us to this freeway overpass. And inside there, I mean, there's no light, there's no air going into there. It's really hard to breathe. We had no access to food or water, a bathroom, any medical attention. Some of us were passing in and out of consciousness. Others of us had our handcuffs on so tight that our hands were turning blue. So it was really horrible. And that endured for 6 to 8 hours at the very least. Even when we were brought to Santa Rita, we still stayed at least another hour just sitting inside that van. And we can see them from inside the van, and they were standing around playing Angry Birds and Words with Friends or whatever they do in their meantime. So yeah, I was originally charged with obstruction and this lynching charge. And that lynching charge carries a 2 to 4 year prison sentence, so I was definitely sweating that. By the time we went to court for our arraignments, they ended up not filing the charges against any of us, and we were all subsequently let home. But they told us, the DA told us that we had a year for them to investigate, so I know personally I was really sweating it. I was really intimidated to go back out into the plaza knowing that I had this sentence of a 2 to 4 year prison sentence looming over my head for the next year. And then a couple weeks later, I hear that one of our other comrades was picked up from the plaza on an arrest warrant. And he was one of the people, that was arrested with me on that date. And so once oh my God, I'm getting so nervous.